Hi, my name is Katie Hoke. My family and I have been a client of Kippy's for about the past 5 years. We met Kippy actually at an open house, and she was showing a really lovely home, and we loved how the home was so well presented. She had put little postcards out that talked about, different features of the home, and she was very warm and welcoming. And she said, "Well, do you have an agent?" And we said, "No, no, we're just looking." She said, "Well, if you're ever thinking about it, let me know." So we ended up calling Kippy and said, "Hey, we have an existing home. We need to upgrade. We're having another child. We'd like to look for something in the Edmonds area." And she immediately said, "Well, I'd love to work with you. Is there any way you could keep your existing home as a rental?" And I was really impressed with that because every client or every agent we had met previously really wanted to sell our home. They were really kind of pushing us to sell our home. And I was impressed that Kippy was saying, have you considered keeping this as a longer term rental? Because in the Seattle market, that can really lead to a great investment. Um, so we ended up actually selling that home, purchasing a home in Edmonds, and then a few years later, we decided to move to back to the Midwest where we originally grew up, and moved to Lawrence, Kansas. And we mentioned this to Kippy, and she said, "Well, hey, let me refer you to an agent there. We have a network that I can tap into." So she referred us to a great agent. We bought the home in Lawrence and then kept our house in Edmonds for a number of years, and then just recently sold the house. So that's two purchases and one. Is that right? Two purchases and a sale, or two sales and a purchase rather, with Kippy. And each experience was great. Our first two transactions were really smooth. Our first house sold within a week, closed really easily. Purchasing the home in Edmonds went really smoothly. But when it came time to sell the home in Edmonds, we happened to just hit a weird market dip. And instead of it taking maybe a month to sell, it took closer to three to 4 months, which I think in a normal market doesn't seem like a long time. But when you're long distance trying to sell it, thinking it's going to turn really fast, it starts to get really stressful. And so Kippy was fantastic through all of these processes, but especially during the Edmonds house. She would check on it for us. If there were any issues, she would give us people to call. I mean, she knows everybody from sump pump to roofer to stager, lawn mowing, gravel delivery. When we were there working in Edmonds, we were, getting the lawn ready and getting the house ready for the sale. And we were trying to pull all these weeds that had grown in the front driveway. Kippy pulls up and brings us a flame torch to flame out the weeds. So she's more than just an agent that we work with. She's really become a close friend. We highly recommend working with her to anyone who asks us, who do you work with in the Seattle area? Her clients' interests are always the first thing in mind. I could say my only regret with working with Kippy is that we didn't listen to her more, especially in this previous sale. She recommended a different sales price, and we thought we knew better. And so always listen to your agent, especially when they have your best interests in mind, like Kippy. All right, thanks so much, and talk to you later.